日本時間8月21日、ドジャースのムーキー・ベッツ選手が MC を務める、米番組、オンベースに、同僚のミゲル・ロハス選手が出演しました。番組内で、ロハス選手は、大谷翔平選手について、電撃トレードで加入したタリック・スクーバル投手について、カイル・タッカー選手の不調について、また、同僚をアーティストに例えるなど、面白トークを繰り広げていました。ここからは、その様子を字幕付きでご紹介します。
All right, so I want to switch gears a little bit. Do you feel like we're in the dog days of summer right now? Like, you know, and just in general, not even just us, just in baseball.
Yeah, August always is hard to go through because you kind of see the finish line so close, you know, especially for us that we have been playing deep in October and into November the last couple of years. I think this is a tough month for everybody. Coming out of the All-Star break, you play a lot of games in minimal days. So for me, it's more mental than physical at this time of the year. So the teams who are able to survive this month and play good into September are those teams that are really scary to play when you're in the postseason. I see in the last couple of years, you know, guys, teams get hot later in the year, and when they have a really bad first half, like the Diamondbacks in 23, you know, 23, they went all the way to the World Series because of a hot August, September, and then they were the best team in the league throughout the whole year. But when you get hot at these moments, is when you kind of like really scary to play in the playoffs. So definitely tough times in August for us the last 3 years.
Yeah.
Regardless, but in general, I think this is really hard.
And then, you know, as the leader you are, and eventually the manager you are, like, what would you, if you had a message to say to us right now, especially because we're going through it right now, and you know everybody's showing up working, everybody's playing, like nobody's dogging it, nobody's taking anything for granted. We just are not playing well. What would you say? Because I know you saw, of course, you saw Doc's comments about, you know, we're a wild card team and we got to play more urgency right now. And it's not good enough to say we're going to be okay, which I understand both sides of that. Like there is a confidence, like we're going to be okay, knowing that you're going to be okay, but you can't just live with we're going to be okay. Like it doesn't work that way. The game doesn't work that way. So like, what would you say to us?
I think the urgency from us have to be on how focused we can be on delivering in that specific moment. You know, I don't think we can play harder because it's not how it works. And Freddie always tell the media and everybody trying to make fans understanding that this game is not about how hard I can swing the bat or how hard I can run to first base. When you're playing shortstop, right, you're there. You can do anything until the ball is hit to you, you know?
Exactly, yeah.
But guess what? When that ball is hit to you, that's when I need you to have all the focus to make that play and deliver in that moment. I feel like that's when the message is kind of like, yeah, I mean, we all as an organization needs to play this out with urgency. But the urgency can come from different places, you know? Because it's really hard to manage with urgency for Doc when you have to figure out who's the freshest arm in the bullpen when they have thrown 10 out of the last 12, you know? It's really hard to run Tanner Scott every single day over there when he's your best arm right now in the bullpen, but you're thinking about the bigger picture.
Right.
Does that mean that you're not managing with urgency? It's not. It's just like you're taking care of your players.
Right.
So for us as players right now, I think it's more of having the conviction that we can be locked in when my time is come, you know? Because I'm seeing it this way. I'm playing second base, right? I can be as energetic that I want and I want to pump the guys up, but I can't do it if the situation is not coming to me, you know?
Right.
So it's all about kind of like sharpening those skills on like be ready when the opportunity arrives.
Right.
Be ready for that at bat. Think about that at bat with running and scoring position that we haven't been able to put together, you know? We got some guys here and there, and then all of a sudden I feel like we got bases loaded, and then we hit into a double play.
Yeah.
Or those are the at bats that you never know if it's gonna be you, it's gonna be Shohei, it's gonna be
you
Ferusha, it can be someone from the bench, you know? So that's when that will be my message. I need a little bit more of focus on execution on the moment.
Mm-hmm.
It's not about wasting your energy and your time trying to play hard.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Like, because if you hit a ground ball back to the pitcher, yeah, you want to hustle to first base, right? Or if the ball is hit to right field, you want to back it up.
Mm-hmm.
But you're not going to waste all your energy in a play where you're not supposed to be kind of like the main guy. So for me, it's more of a like sharpening those moments when we can actually deliver. And that's how we won the last 2 years.
Exactly.
You know?
We won those
We
moments.
won moments.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like there's no difference right now about playing with urgency and understanding where we are. And we all know we're gonna have to play a 3-game series.
Right.
We don't want that. I think we want to play a 3-game series against Phillies or the Cubs.
Yeah.
Who knows what can happen, you know? You'd rather get into the postseason, play a 5-game series and move on. But I mean, if we have to do it, guess what? We got to do it.
You know, hearing you talk, you know, that sounds obviously like, okay, you've put on your manager hat and how you've thought about. I do want to, Shohei, I think it came out that he was going to be able to pitch in September.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to help. That's going to help the boys out a lot. I think, I really think he loves pitching. I really think, you know, seeing him this year made me understand how much he loves pitching, you know? And so what do you think from that perspective?
Yeah, Shohei is a different guy when he's able to put his glove on and go out there and throw, you know? And I really believe it makes him happy. And if he's happy and he's, you know, he's in a good headspace, he's going to help the team.
Right.
And that's what we all care about. You know, we all care about the team first, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he can be wanting to pitch or not to pitch because he want to focus on hitting or whatever, but how that affect the team because of his personality and the way that he's, you know, if he's tired, you know, like how is that going to affect his offense? And I think that's what I see on Shohei right now is that he's happy because he's able to put the glove again. You know, like I'm really close to his locker and you are too. You always see him messing with the glove
all the time
and putting it right here and started like to put a baseball in it and started cleaning his glove. And that makes me happy because he's into it, you know, like it feels like when he can be a two-way player, he's better for baseball, you know.
He can be himself.
Yeah.
He can be himself.
Exactly.
You know?
He can be what he wants to be.
Yeah, exactly.
Because he looks like he wants to be that guy.
Yeah.
So when he just hit, like you kind of like putting some ties on him and kind of like just throwing in the cage, you know, and go hit. But now he's not. He seems happy.
Yeah.
So that's what I see from my perspective. So if he's happy, the team is gonna be better because he's gonna be producing.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I care about.
And not only Shohei coming back, we just traded for Escoop.
Yeah.
For those who don't know who Escoop is, that's Scooble. Miggy Rowe on the mic. What were you? You just saying Scoob?
Yeah.
But you said Escoop, and I think it stuck. So now his name is Escoop, and you know, having him, what is he? From my perspective, what he's brought to the locker room, you know, coming over, and that's gonna be tough. He spent, you know, 7 years over there, and in Detroit, and now he's come over, and you know, it took him a little bit. He was quiet for a little bit, and now he's showing way more personality. He's talking, he's hanging out, having fun. He's really become a part of the boys, and he's added a really good element of team to the locker room. And so I want to hear from your perspective, like what you've seen him add.
Yeah,
on top of the rotation.
Scoop came from my broken English, I think. You know, because I remember what I asked him on the bus was how you want us to call you.
Yeah,
because I mean, I call him in the mic, and we all know he's a back-to-back Cy Young winner and all that. Sure. He's not gonna be doing the same stories on the bus for the boys than you know, rookies or whatever. But I just wanted to give him the opportunity to feel comfortable and get with the guys, and because I don't know how I'm gonna be calling him when I'm playing second base behind him is Derek or School.
You can't say
Let's
Derek.
go. Keep going, Derek. So so he told me that I can call him Scoop, and I say, okay, Scoop, and Scooby-Doo Papa it is now, you know, like, Papa. And I played that song for him. I thought it was funny, but yeah, he the last couple of weeks it's been, I bet it's been a lot for him because one of the best pitcher in the league and one of the biggest pieces traded. ever, and at the deadline, come to the Dodgers, have to face all the, all the criticism and noise and all that is nowadays in social media. Everybody has something to say, and everybody wants to recap the game after the game and tell you how bad you're doing or how good you're doing and if they like you or not, and that's really hard. Coming into this market after playing for Detroit for a long time, this is different, and we all know he can do the stuff that we saw yesterday. He can pitch out of stuff, give you six innings, keep you in the game. Unfortunately, we haven't been able to give him his first win so he can feel way more comfortable. But at the end of the day, it's what he is on the other 5 days. And that's what I really think about starting pitchers. Starting pitchers can actually impact the team all the days, not just the day that they pitch, So he's always involved. He's always in the dugout. And that's what you see from pitchers that are going to be in the Hall of Fame. Kurtz was always in the dugout, When I look across the dugout, I see Jacob deGrom is always there. Matt Scherzer is always there. Justin Verlander is always there. They're watching, and they're not taking a pitch off, even though like sometimes they gotta be in the training room doing stuff. But he's been so amazing with that. He's been on the dugout, helping others. I think he's gonna be huge, helping maybe Robleski finding out some stuff. Because Robleski is one of the pitchers and one of our younger guys that he likes to ask questions. He likes to prepare, and I think that's what Scoop is gonna do for us. More than just going out there every 5 days, and we all know what he's capable of doing there. He's gonna do his thing when he pitch. But what can you do for us the other 5 days? When you're not involved directly. What is your assignment here? So. He's been huge with that, and I'm looking forward to keep asking and kind of like getting him involved because he's gonna enjoy the run with us in October.
Absolutely. And I do, obviously, like you said, our lockers are close, and I've seen over the last week or so, especially since we've been home, that you and Tuck has started playing cards, the Venezuelan card game, right?
The Venezuelan game,
and obviously. We know Tuck is kind of going through it, and he came into a tough situation. No matter how you want to slice it, right? He comes in and he's got Shohei, Freddie, Smitty, Muntz, all these guys that he can kind of not hide, but he doesn't have to be the guy. But no matter how you slice it, like you give somebody that type of contract, like there's going to be external pressure, and really internal pressure for himself because he knows he needs to play well. But I've seen that you guys have started playing cards and whatnot. What have you kind of talked to him about to kind of help him through it? Because it's tough. It's tough, but you are the person that can really talk to him and level with him and kind of keep him going.
Yeah, I just gotta start saying that I have all my confidence in Tucker, and I can see in him. And kind of like deeper, because I'm really close to him, and I've been taking my time to get to know him, what he likes to do, what he likes to talk about, and even like teaching this little card game from Venezuela because he likes playing cards and he really enjoy it. But we don't do that in the locker room that much. We play cards on the plane or whatever. I've been kind of like investing some time on trying to help him feel better, about not just about himself, but about his teammates and the people that he's around. Because I am a true believer that when you feel good, you play good. Right. And when you're kind of like going out there every day, knowing that the guys have your back, it's a good feeling. It's a good feeling when you go to the field and you say, you know what, I'm look to my left, to my right, and I see guys who are gonna support me, even if things are not going great. So for me. Yeah, performance is one thing, but I really want him to believe that the opinion that matters is the ones that you have in your left and your right when you have to get back into the locker room. And it's not like from the million of people that are kind of saying stuff outside of baseball, and around baseball. And it's really hard to stay away from it because first thing you pick up in the morning is your phone,
and it's all over.
And then it's all over. You turn the TV on, and it's on TV too. So we want him to feel that the opinion that matters is the one that are in that locker room, and we all trust him and believe in him, not just because of the track record, but what we can see, you know. And then if we can really like make him kind of feel free, and go out there and like careless about what happened on the game, I think it's gonna be a great last 2 months of the season for him.
Right.
And that's what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, like the car play and all that, and kind of like getting a relationship with the guys is just to make them play better.
Right. Yeah. To help me out. And I do. I know. You nicknamed him Drunk Tuck. Where did that kind of come from? Why did you do that?
Well, he's a gold glover in right field, and he don't miss many balls. You know, he catch them all. But it's kind of like weird when the ball goes up in the air. He's a little bit different than others outfielders. I mean, when you play right field, you go and run to the ball, and at the last second, you put your glove up and catch it, right? No, but Tuck, every time the ball is up in the air, he's putting his glove up like that, and he looks like he's drunk trying to catch his ball, and he always catch it. You know?
He always catches it, but
it gives you weird. Like a little bit of anxiety because you think he's like drunk. And I mean, we use AI. I think it was Robleski. Sent me that picture. We were in Pittsburgh, and he sent a picture in a group that Tuck is having like a beer right next to him, and he's catching the ball with his face, no hat on.
That's hilarious, dude.
Man,
that is hilarious.
These days with AI, man.
Yeah, you can do
all the videos that they're putting on. It's crazy. It's crazy. All the videos that they're putting up in our locker room and stuff.
So I want to switch gears a little bit and talk more about you. Obviously, we know you're the World Series hero from last year, and I want to talk a little bit about the at bat. Do you remember it all, or was it kind of like a blur?
No, I do remember.
Okay.
Kind of like coming into the dugout. Like especially when it's a right-handed pitching,
right?
They always pinch it for me.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they felt like I was the option. You know, like I played Game 6 and we won.
Yep.
I played the whole game, and then I was in Game 7. I had a couple good at bats against Scherzer earlier, and then obviously I'm expecting. I'm getting ready to hit, but I'm expecting the pat on the bat that, I mean, Pages might get that at bat, or Alex Cole, or any of those two guys could get that at bat, you know, to get on base for Shohei, because Alex is a big OBP guy, and Pages can obviously hit a homer at any time. And then when I didn't see Danny around me, our bench coach, I just went and proceeded to put my helmet on and start thinking about, okay, what I want to do against this guy. So the at-bat started with me saying, I need to take this fastball middle away. And I hit a base hit up the middle. And then I realized that when I got the first pitch, it was a slider.
But we're going to talk about all the pitches.
So my mentality was I wanted to get the on base.
Okay,
sure.
Just in general, I just want to get on base. That's it. So first pitch right here, you were like, what were you thinking first pitch?
Yeah, I'm thinking fastball away.
That's because he doesn't want to walk you.
Yeah, and then he don't wanna come in just in case, you know, like I'm cheating and I'm pulling. They know I like to pull the ball and my strength is closer to me. So I feel like, okay, if I'm pitching in this situation, it's a fastball away.
Yeah.
Let him take his single if he wants to, and then move on, and then take the chances of him ground out to second base or something like that. So I was kind of like
3-2, the pitch. Homer. And when you hit it and you saw, like, I mean, when you hit it, you pretty much knew that's a homer, right?
Yeah.
What was going through your mind?
Yeah, I mean, as soon as I got the pitch, I felt like I put a good swing on it. I see the ball flying, and I'm kind of like running to first base, and I see all of this after.
Yeah.
But what is going through my mind is kind of like the support of my family and my wife being there, my kid being somewhere in that stadium with 40,000 people jumping around, you know, like I'm thinking about Aaron, I'm thinking about Amber, I'm thinking about my wife. She just told me like 2 or 3 days before that wait for your moment. Something really special is going to happen to you. Just don't give up, you know, just keep going out there and work. You're going to hit a home run. You're going to do something big for the team. And you can see it right now because you're not really in there. But I just want you to keep going. And that's what I'm going through. But then I kind of came back to earth and said, you know what? We haven't win.
Right.
So it's a tight game. I need to lock it in because we're going to have to play defense after this inning. So, and then when I'm like, everybody's excited, obviously we tied the game with 1 out left in the World Series. And I'm going in the dugout and I'm seeing Blake there. Blake Snell is pitching, right? And he's like straight face, ready to go next inning because he knows he have to throw a zero.
Yep.
If not, nothing of this matters. So it was a special. And obviously I got a lot of things going through my head. Then I went to put my helmet down and Shohei came to me and said, don't think about retiring. I want you to play with me. And I mean, a lot of things happen in that moment that makes me feel that it kind of like is what I always wanted.
Yeah.
To do
I mean, that's what you dream about. You know, you dream about in the backyard. That's that's kind of what we're doing when we're young, and you got to do it.
You're right.
In real life in the big leagues, from my perspective, when you got down to 3-2, I was like, walk him.
Yeah.
I hope he throws a slider in the dirt. Walk him. The last thing I was thinking, and this is obviously, I'm not taking a shot at you, but the last thing I was thinking is like, you're about to hit a home run. Cause like, that's not like a big part of your game. And you hadn't really played. So like the chances of you hitting a homer are like slim. So I'm like, just walk him, get on base for Shohei. Right. And so then you hit it. I'm like, oh my gosh. And then that's why, everybody reacted. Cause it's like when you get, like when you get something like that from someone or from something that you're not fully expecting, that's like you're kind of playing with house money at that point. Like once you hit the homer, I was like, we're going to win this game.
Yeah.
And before I let you go, man, I want to talk a little bit about your plans after now, and obviously you said you got it on your glove, right? It says the last ride. And so is this, is it dependent on if we win or whatever that you may play again, or is this it?
No, I just want to keep it open. I mean, we're in the middle of this battle, and we're all gonna go through it, and we're all gonna give in everything that we have. My body feels great. Doc and the organization and the team is taking a really good care of me. They're not really running me out there and trying to like break me down, like on any situation. Doc is really like conscious of like my age and all that, but I can still play. And I feel like every time I step a shortstop, I can still play shortstop in the big leagues for the Los Angeles Dodgers. So it's really hard for me to say that that I can't play anymore. So that's the reason why I wanna let this year play out and let's finish a year. Hopefully we can win and we can actually think about repeating next year.
Yeah.
If not, definitely I'm ready to move on to another way to help. Like that's how I see it.
Yeah.
I don't need a coaching job. I don't need a place to be. But if I need to get a fungo next year in spring training and come and hit you ground balls and get you ready for the season and be there every time you need and every time the infielders need. And I know we have a couple players in the minor leagues that are coming behind us, right? I want them to be ready for this too, because if you're not going to play shortstop forever, unfortunately, and that's a fact.
Right.
We need more players like from our farm system they're ready to play shortstop. So that's kind of like where I'm at, my mentality. And obviously I want to continue to help the organization get where they want to go. We're in a great path. We won the last two, looking forward to win this one too. But then the future, what's the future is going to bring? It's going to be important to me, but definitely right now it's really hard to believe that I'm playing the last couple games of my life, because I don't want to think about that right now, because it will be a little bit selfish, like I don't want that to be a distraction or anything. I just want to play through the finish line and then we will see what happens.
So before I let you go, obviously you're the aux guy and so many artists, right? I'm going to name a player, a teammate, and then I want you to give me an artist that you would compare them to.
Okay.
All right. Freddie Freeman.
Ernest.
I already knew you were going to say that. I knew you were going to say that.
Ernest. Freddie Freeman and Ernest for sure. Yeah.
Okay, what about Shohei?
Bon Jovi.
Bon Jovi.
Yeah.
Because they're huge. They're
Yeah.
known around the world.
Yes.
Yep.
Or I would say Elton John or something
Okay,
like that. You know,
somebody
like
that.
some
Yeah,
someone like
yeah.
that for sure. Yeah.
Beatles.
Uh-huh.
Somebody
Beatles,
like that.
exactly.
Yeah. Okay. What about Yoshi?
Oh, Yoshi's more like is that BTS the name of the
Oh, the K-pop group?
K-pop
Yeah,
K-pop
yeah,
group?
yeah, that is Yoshi.
Yeah, Yoshi can be a BTS.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're all singers or they're
It doesn't
dancing.
matter. It's
but
Yoshi.
Yoshi is a BTS
Okay.
performance.
What about Blake Snell?
Blake Snell is a rapper. So Snellzilla is himself, you know?
Yeah.
Himself.
Oh yeah,
A rapper,
all right.
you know?
He is a rapper.
He is a rapper.
He
He
is
got his
himself.
own, yeah, he's a rapper.
Himself. That's
Eminem,
great.
I would say.
Okay,
Yeah.
Eminem. And then okay, what about me?
Oh, you are R&B.
Yeah.
Usher,
Yeah.
Chris
Oh,
Brown.
nice. Okay, yeah, those are my
Yeah.
favorite artists. Then. There you
Usher,
go.
Chris Brown, and along those lines.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. What about you?
I'll be tough because I mean I love Bad Bunny, you know,
Yeah.
like but Bad Bunny will be Kike.
Bad Bunny would
So-
be Kike for sure.
I'll have to be someone else. So yeah, I mean someone from the reggaeton.
I don't know. I don't know all those artists really.
Yeah, I mean from the reggaeton, I'll say like I don't know, Arcángel, Rauw Alejandro, or something like that. I will be singing reggaeton or
For
doing
sure,
reggaeton
for
for sure.
sure.
Yeah.
いかがでしたでしょうか？このチャンネルでは日本人メジャーリーガーなどを中心に野球情報をお届けしています。この動画が良かったら高評価、チャンネル登録をよろしくお願いいたします。今回も最後までご覧いただきありがとうございました。それではまた次の動画でお会いしましょう。